there are a lot of people who are going to judge you whether you are doing good or not.
Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a damn. You don't really know you.
Okay, what is up, you guys? It is your girl Kia Amore here with a video that I have been procrastinating on for a long time, but we're here. I'm like, we just need to get it out, because if it's like eating me inside to not get this message out. But I know that not only is it helping me, but it'll help others depending on where you are in life. The general message to this is take that risk. I feel it's necessary to get out is because I know that, for one, we're consuming a lot when it comes to just what's going on in the world. If you're tapped in, then you know. Dealing with certain levels of responsibility can become overwhelming at times. And I think a lot of times when you're a person who is like, you know, very scheduled in particular, things can get out of whack. It causes you to go through, you know, sometimes a minor depression. You start feeling like people just really don't understand you, which a lot of times people don't, because everybody is consuming their own version of what's going on in the world. But taking the risk can mean a lot of different things. I know specifically with career, I have been going back and forth with what I really want to do. And I know what I want to do. It's just a matter of getting out of this space of what's, you know, comfortable and becoming uncomfortable. And I always say that you have to become uncomfortable to grow. I will say a lot of times it has everything to do with who you're around, you know, in the energy that you're, you know, accepting and entertaining. And so sometimes being alone is good in order to heal certain things, get through certain things, process certain things, and be able to grow out of a certain, you know, routine that you've been in. And so I've always been, I think, a risk taker. I think that I've been able to manifest a lot of things in life that I haven't really acknowledged. And it took for my parents to be like, you really don't even understand how a lot of the things that you have or have experienced was because from a young age you made it a very specific point. You were going to have this, you were going to do this. And a story that I can remember from my dad that just makes me happy, he asked me when I was 3, what did I want to be when I grew up? And I was like, a star. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I am that. And I think that's all that matters. If you're someone doing things to please other people, your parents, your friends, your husband, your boyfriend, you need to be able to please yourself first in order to allow whatever it is that you truly want to happen. If you're not doing it for you, it doesn't really matter. You can't do for others unless you can do for yourself. I can't give unless I have something to give. You know what I'm saying? So I think stepping outside of your comfort zone, being available to yourself, not holding yourself to other people's, you know, requirements or standards is important. There are a lot of people who are going to judge you whether you are doing good or not. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not really doing what other people would like for you to do, then it becomes an issue, because at this point you're a rule breaker. I think being a rule breaker is fun as fuck. I do. I honestly can say being able to do things that are, again, risky and kind of scary and unfamiliar, outside of the box, is what makes being, you know, human like the best thing ever. But being an individual and a different individual is golden. You know what I mean? I think everyone, even twins, you know what I'm saying, have something different about them. And so for you to have your own personality, your own mind, your own goals, your own style, that needs to be embraced. You know what I mean? And I've come a long way with becoming more okay with being alone. If I'm gonna be honest, growing up, I got rid of friends like, honey, friends and I, like, I would love now, I think now I do have, you know, a handful of girls that I can honestly say I enjoy my time with, and they understand, you know, if we make plans, there's no hard feelings if we decide that we have to maneuver those plans, you know what I mean, or change things up. And so I appreciate the girls that I do or have been, you know, kicking it with, because we all have this level of maturity where we're like, you know what, bitch, I thought that I had it in me. Today I don't. Let's get back together in 24 hours, you know. And it's just like everyone is on the same page. We have very similar goals. We're into very similar things, and no one is taking anything personal. And, you know, sometimes you got to take the risk with that too, like separating yourself from people that you really, really love, who bring you down, you know, mentally and emotionally. Right now, I know it's the time to shut up. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way I could put it. Right now, I think is the time to be silent and listen more, pay attention more. I think the less that is said, the better things, you know, turn out. And that's just from experience. Like, I think, you know, I've been able to accomplish things successfully without allowing other people to have an opinion or input on what it is that I'm doing. I know for a fact that I'm going to get this done, and this is something that is going to happen for me. There's no need for me to share my win and express anything until I know that I've actually conquered the win. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes shutting the hell up is important, because when you start telling people those plans and start telling people those goals, you just never really know what intention people start to build or what they come with. And so you just want to make sure that the energy that you have is pure, and that you can actually allow yourself to get through the obstacles and hit that next level without the overbearing energy of other people. I will say, I say things how they come. People are weird. There are a lot of unusual, you know, people in this world. And so, you know, even people sometimes that, you know, you would think have your best interest don't. And that's just it. So you always have to make sure that you're, you know, taking steps necessary for you. Don't feel like you got to move too quick for other people, and definitely don't move too slow for yourself. I just know that I am being moved to start embracing exactly who I am, what I love, and experience life at a pace that is going to be different than others. I often feel like I'm ahead of my time, ahead of the game, and I'm just ready to do a lot of things. I'm very impulsive, and I'm not going to be sorry for that. So this is hopefully motivation for those of you who feel stuck, who feel like you don't know exactly where to start. Just do it. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think or what it's going to look like to other people. As long as you feel good doing something that, again, isn't harming you, you know, and it makes you feel whole, go after it, you know, by any means necessary. So I am going to start releasing a lot of the shit that I'm feeling, because I think that's another problem, is me holding on to a lot of what I feel and feeling like, you know, at times I don't have anyone to talk to. And I'm very, very blessed to be able to be in whatever position, you know, God, the universe puts me in. And it's all because of my consistency and my thinking and just my ability to be obedient, you know what I mean, and actually learn from certain things, because it used to take me a while to learn from the lesson, you know what I'm saying, or learn the lesson. But I love you all. I honestly hope that you guys find some type of confidence and courage within this video. You got it. It's nothing that you want and desire is too far-fetched. You just got to be consistent. You got to put in the work, and the rest is going to come without issue, without any hesitation. That shit's gonna swarm in like crazy. And, you know, we're all a part of this thing called energy. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, you gravitate that shit. But not to hold y'all too long, I'm going to end the video here. I will see you guys in my next one. Just wanted to get that out. I love you all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.